So let's talk about it right now, man. You already know the title. You see it. This is, to me, Cyberpunk is a huge disappointment of a great game because of the poor execution that ruins the great experience. And there's a lot there in that title, but I want to talk about it first, and then we're going to play some more of the game. Alright? So, the first thing I want to address is the apology. The apology that CD Projekt Red put out. So, let's go through it, right? Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying, yo. So, and let me know if everything look good. You know, look good and sound good and stuff like that, right? So, here's how we're going to address this. Dear gamers, first of all, we would like to start by apologizing to you for not showing the game on base last gen consoles before it premiered, and in consequence, not allowing you to make a more informed decision about your purchase. We should have paid more attention to making it play better on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Now, right there, they openly admit, in the nicest way that they possibly can, but they openly admit to not showing off the base PS4, Xbox One versions of the game, but they did that on purpose. So here's the problem that I got with this. You ever did something, but before you did it, you blatantly knew that this is messed up, and you knew that it was messed up so much to the point where you already had an apology ready for the mess up that you was about to make because you knew what was coming. It's like, come on, man. You got 8 million pre-orders, bro. Everybody's waiting for this game, but not only that, this is CD Projekt Red. You coming off a hit with Witcher. With the Witcher series, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is unacceptable. Like, this is not cool at all. For real. Now, one thing I want to talk about in terms of this notion is that talking with Rockstar Games and people that I know there, Rockstar Games, just as well as, you know, a couple of other companies in the industry, you know, like Polyphony Digital or whatever, they move to the beat of their own drum. You know what I'm saying? When Rockstar come out with something, they come out with that joint and they feel that, you know what, we ready to bring this out. We're going to bring it out. There you go. And we doing it on our own terms. Gran Turismo, when they drop something, we making it when we ready. And that's it. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want that stain on your name, especially if you could prevent it. You understand what I'm saying? So for them, and what's so messed up about it is a lot of people that got the game early, CD Projekt Red refused to allow certain influencers and reviewers to show off the Xbox One version and the PlayStation, 4 version, PlayStation 4 Pro version as well of the game. They refused it. You was only allowed to use footage that they were sending you. You understand what I'm saying? And we all know the PC version look incredible. Even though that one still have some issues too in terms of technical stuff. But for the most part, the PC version is crazy. That one is amazing. That's what we're going to play today. Again. So, the thing is, what bugs me about this whole situation is that if you are gonna, if you know your joint ain't right, at least be transparent. Because one of the most important lines that they said in their apology out the gate is that they didn't allow people to have a fair shot at whether or not they should spend money on this game. You understand what I'm saying? And then what that does is like you hustling your audience because you using the greatness of your name and things that you've done before to allocate it for what's happening now when the story is not the same because the execution is different between this and The Witcher 3. It ain't fair, it ain't right. And I love CD Projekt Red. I love Cyberpunk. Like, I love the game. I'm playing it. I love the game. But the problem is I can't fully enjoy the experience that they wanted to give me because of these issues. So when I say I love the game, I love the world in it. You know what I'm saying? The story and how it's starting to evolve so far. A lot of the cool things you can do and experience in Night City. Like, I love all of that. You know what I'm saying? That's dope. But it's not about almost being great. Either you great or you not. Period. And this is a situation where they fell short. Big time, man. They fell short. Now, here's the next thing I want to get into, and then we're going to break it down even deeper. Y'all with me, though? Y'all staying with me? How y'all feeling about what I'm saying? Do y'all agree with me, or do you don't? Talk to me. Let me know what's up, and, let's get it popping. Shout out to Chase in the building. Shout out to Avalon in the building. Shout out to Heat Deluxe in the building. David, much love, y'all. So, now let's get it in. Papa in the building. I see you over there. What up? So now let's go. Here's the second paragraph. Second, this is what CD Projekt Red said. Second, we will fix bugs and crashes and improve the overall experience. The first round of updates has just been released, and the next one is coming within the next 7 days. Expect more, as we will update frequently whenever new improvements are ready. After the holidays, hear me, after the holidays, we'll continue working. We'll release 2 large patches, starting with patch number 1 in January. This will be followed by patch number 2 in February. Together, these should fix the most prominent problems gamers are facing on last-gen consoles. We will be informing you about the contents of each patch ahead of their release. They won't make the game on last gen look like it's running on a high-end spec PC, obviously, or next gen consoles, but it will be closer to that experience than it is now. So here's the thing I'm talking about. Here's what bothers me about that, right? So technically, we're not going to be able to really see a finished game until February. You should have just released it in February. Like, you can't, listen, I understand, like, I'm going to tell y'all something about the game industry on the back end, right? So, when you have a game in a certain deadline, right? And you got to think about it. CD Projekt Red, when they did Witcher, these is games that take a certain amount of years to make. So, based on the years that it takes to make, it allocates for the production, the budget, and everything that it takes to make the game. And there's a timetable on when a return on that investment needs to be put in the books. So if you go over certain timetables, it's kind of like interest. You know what I'm saying? It's going to get higher, and your return on investment won't be as impactful as it should be because you're missing deadlines, and it's costing you more to get things done. You understand? So I understand you got to be mindful of those things on the back end, right? I get that, right? But in this situation, I'd rather have a short-term misstep than a long-term stain on my name and brand. Because now when I come out with another game, people going to be hesitant. You don't want people to be hesitant. You want people to be like, yo, who making it? All right, I'm in. Like, you want that energy. Because you know what you're going to get. If you're looking at basketball, Russell Westbrook, even though he didn't win a championship, you could guarantee that he's going to give you his all every game. 100%. Up and down the court, every game. And that's all you can ask for. And with this, we ain't get that. This is horrible. Like the way they went about it. And so, technically, February, that's when you'll have, I guess, a complete game, hopefully. It should have came out around that time then if that's the case. And also, fail-safes has to be put in place because the nature of the technology and what's going on, especially with COVID hitting. So it's like, it's a lot. So I feel like their lack of transparency created more of a problem because it comes off as dishonest, and we ain't stupid. And then the next thing I want to say, which is very important, that I wanted to shed light on, is that they really wanted to capitalize on the best of both worlds. So listen to everything that I'm about to say right now before we get into the game. What I'm about to say right now is the catalyst to why we got what we got with this game. All right. The best of both worlds. You have an install base with PlayStation 4 and Xbox that exceeds 150 million consoles on the market. Right? That's one. Two, you got the combination of next generation systems dropping, so you want to be the talk of the town and you want to be one of the hottest products on the market with the launch of a new system. You understand what I'm saying? So the combination of the install base, the combination of the new system, and a combination of the loyalty that people have and faith that people have in your name in your game development studio, you took advantage of all three. And you came up short and left a stain on all of them. That's not cool. So hence what I'm saying in terms of the difference between a Rockstar Games doing their open world games like Red Dead and Grand Theft Auto and stuff like that versus this. See, you had to focus on Xbox One and PS4 and PS4 Pro to get that market, knowing that the game that you was making was so ambitious that it will do more of a disservice for the audience than a genuine positive service for them. But you wanted to get that market so you can make the money that you need to make so you can stay afloat of the investment that you received. You understand me? That's one. Two, with the next generation systems coming out, you want to hurry up and get in on that wave so you can generate even more sales with the hype of saying that this is coming to PS5 and Xbox Series X and it's going to look even better and have all of this and capitalize on all the news that's generated around the launch of a new system. That's the second thing. You understand? And then the third is we created Witcher 3. We're CD Projekt Red. Like, our fans is going to bite at, pretty much whatever we do. So we can launch it this way because regardless of the situation, I know we're still going to generate what we need to generate. Now, to prove me right, what's the main article that came out the next day or the day after? We already made our money back. That was one of the biggest articles recently. We already made our money back. That shouldn't even be an article that came out. I wouldn't even speak about how much money I made considering what I put out. Because it goes to show that you care more about the money than the actual product, which is going to generate the money. Yo, man. So look, we're going to play this game. I hope what I had to say was very informative. I hope y'all was able to digest everything. But yeah, that's what I gotta say about Cyberpunk, man. Like I said, I'm still playing the game. Still trying to get in a groove with the game because so many like bugs, and even on the PC version, there's some bugs here and there. Like if you driving, like some of the rain goes away on the ground rapidly. There's some weird things that be happening even on the PC version. But the PC version is by far the best version, trust me. It looks crazy, like it's by far the best version, but there's still problems there too, And listen, man, in life, in business, in many things that you do, everybody can't go. Everybody can't go. If you can't put it on PS4 and you can't put it on Xbox or you can't do certain things, leave it. Or just wait till there's a big enough install base for the new systems to release it or something. But this was... Congratulations on making y'all money, and staying afloat. I want to see everybody do good. But CD Projekt Red, y'all too great to allow things like this to happen. So the only thing I can say is, please, do better, be more mindful, and we still going to support you and cheer you on and champion you, but we also got to keep it real and tell y'all messed up bad. Y'all messed up bad, man. So, get this fixed. Please, get this fixed. Because if it don't get fixed, that's... A lot of people's going to be hesitant on your next title, and you don't want that. Because no matter how big you get, people can fall. I want to see y'all continue to be great. You know what to do. Fix this and be great. On that note, let's play this game, y'all.